Good morning, everybody, from a very chilly, cold Perth, Western Australia. Welcome to our Equinox Webinar. Now, apologies if the glasses are a bit reflective, but at 57 years of age, Zoom have given me all of these little buttons down here to play with, and I can't see and reply to you if I have to. Now, just a quick note on that, I will actually delete these from the webinar that goes up onto YouTube. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's think about this. Freedom is not about the size of the cage or the power of your wings or non-attachment to a person or a thing. Freedom is about being so truly, madly, deeply attached to your own soul that you can't bear even for a moment a life that does not honor it. Think about that, my dear friends. We are facing the equinox. Welcome, a time of balance, of equal light and equal dark. What are you calling and who are you listening to? What are you reading on and where do you belong and where do you don't? What feels like home? Who are your natural allies? Walk towards them. There's a tip. Allow these attractors to summon you forward, channeling the energy that is abundant at this time into new personal revolution that is just for you. Walk away, my friends. Walk away from those old stories that no longer serve you. For we are privileged to be the recipients, along with all of Mother Earth's creations, of this huge, beautiful vortex, this balance, this pause, this band, the wisdom vortex, the sacred time that is the equinox. For it empowers birth of new life, of nurturing new possibilities. For we are here singing our song and dancing our dance together. On the equinox, we symbolically honor the space between the seasons. These in-between points were celebrated by our ancestors from the beginning of time, dear ones, and are wonder-filled days full of prayer, contemplation. They allow us to pause, to make peace with the past in order to bring in the new. So think about that. If you do not make peace with your past, how on earth do you expect to see the new blessings that have been granted to you? I'm reading an amazing book at the moment, and I would show you, but it is on my computer that I'm talking to you here from, and it's by Greg Braden, and he talks about the power of the hidden in prayer within his book, The Secrets of the Lost Mode of Prayer. He talks about the hidden beauty, the blessings, the wisdom, the hurt, the honor that are within prayer. And he talks about the power of the space in between, that subtle intent when something ends and what follows has yet to begin. Think about that. That is huge. There's the void, the space of nothingness, and that's something that often scares us. We're scared of the void, we're scared of death, we're scared of the dark, we're scared of nothing. But it is within this space that we have the time to create, to truly create. From the birth and death of galaxies, to the beginning and ending of careers, the beginning and ending of relationships, even the simplicity of breathing in and breathing out. Think about that. Inhale. Pause. Life renews. Exhale. Pause. You're in infinity. Creation may begin. Inhale, and it continues again. Expansion, contraction, expansion, contraction. The story of creation, of beginnings and ending, of cycles of start and stop, live and die. Those of you who do yoga, think about cat, cow, inhaling, Expanding, exhaling, contraction. The time between, regardless of scale, be it a breath or an equinox, everything has a beginning, everything has an end, and there is a moment in time where neither one has fully happened. And that, my dear friends, is the moment where magic and miracles arise from. In this instance of in between, all possibilities exist and none have been chosen. Think about this. And from this place, we're given the power to heal our bodies, change our lives literally, and bring peace to the world. Dream it, believe it, and know it. All events originate from this powerful, magical, wonderful moment. If we dare to take the pause, if we dare to allow ourselves to be drawn into that, let's consider and think about the mystery, the possibilities of the space that connects two events. Now, it's long been honoured with the wisdom traditions of our past, whether we think about the ancient Norsemen, the North Americans, our Australian Aboriginals, for example. They all state that there are 2 times each and every day on our earth where it enters precisely such a mystical, wonderful realm. One realm is immediately after the sun disappears below the horizon, just before the darkness of night arrives, and it's a delicious time. And the second realm occurs just before the sun reappears from the edge of the sky, after the darkest part of the night. That this is also common with my Indian friends. When I've been in India, they choose to get up early in the morning when it's pitch black and pray. For one realm we find the mystery. Both are twilight moments, neither completely day nor completely night, and it is during this time that traditions suggest that an opening, a portal occurs in which profound truths may be realized, deep healings may occur, and our prayers have their greatest power. In this place of no thing, nothing, sometimes that scares us, particularly we Westerners. We don't like the dark, we don't like death, we don't like nothing. We occupy our minds with the trivia of filling them up with every silly damn thing, rather than face life, death, suffering, healing, war, peace. Everything exists, all possibilities and potential is contained within this pause. This is a place that we can use, where feelings and prayers may become the blueprints for our life. Consider this, use it. So wherever you are right now, wherever you find yourself, on the 22nd and 23rd for the equinox, take time to pause, to ground your roots deep into our Mother Earth, to access the space of pure potentiality of the pause, for the in-between earth and sky, light and dark, your breath. We exist as midpoints between the realms, so let's use this, let's recalibrate in a sacred manner to the great cycle of life that we are actually all a part of. Even though we have become so tragically disconnected, we may choose, and you are choosing because you are here, to become part of nature, to understand that you are a nature being. Now, for those of you who know me well, you know that I've just been in Sweden for 3 months and have now returned, a little bit jet lagged still, to Australia. It is freezing today, but we have a beautiful blue sky out there. The sun is shining and it is absolutely magical. And we are facing Ostara, the birth, the spring of the southern hemisphere. What are you consciously choosing, my southern friends? What seeds do you wish to plant in the garden of your life? Sprinkle them, place them in the moist soil with faith, with trust in the unseen, in the mysteries, in the energies that come forth from our great Mother Earth at this time. For from her deep womb, the wondrous vitalizing power, the result of her inner winter resurgence, that composting all that you let go last autumn, went down into our Mother Earth to be composted, to give you the gift, to give us the gift of resurgence through our relationships, our bodies, all of our lives. And may we all use this time wisely for the fullest blossoming of our greatest good, remembering that all things are possible with the help of Great Spirit, the sacred mystery. For this is a cosmic turning of the wheel from winter to spring, more light and warmth, the lengthening of the days will find us out watering, weeding, singing, praying with thankfulness for being present and choosing to consciously live our dreams, our highest hopes for all of our life, our families, our communities, for all living beings here right now on our beloved Earth Mother. And as you know, I've recently returned from Sweden, where my Northern Hemisphere friends are celebrating Marbon. For those who know me very well, you will know that my partner, my consort, my beautiful man, is Swedish, and we've been living and working on an organic farm for the last 3 months. He's been harvesting and reseeding because that is the way of those climes. We've been walking the fields, picking wild grain. It has been amazing. But for my friends in the north, we have leaving the warmth of summer behind as our days are growing shorter, heading towards that looking within time, the winter time, as we pass through this transition from autumn, releasing the old, gathering what will serve us through the dark and cold season ahead. And we celebrate life that has been. We look back, we enjoyed the summer and all that it brought, but now the earth is changing. The leaves have coloured, and it is time, as above, so below, a time of balance, equal day and equal night. And this transition calls for the releasing of attunement to our summer rhythms, a party time, and opening to those that are attuned to the fall. So we are in balance with the season right now. Harmony, balance, health, wellness, gratitude, courage, strength, flexibility, and fluidity. If we are reflecting on what is important, gathering up the summer crops, what is it that no longer needs for us to be carried through? What can we consciously let go of? What can we let die so that death can feed the new life, the workings of the subterranean during the dark time of the winter? What will bring forth new life in the spring, but requires the fuel of the order of the old in order to do its life? And when we reflect on what life calls for celebration and thanksgiving of what has been given through grace and balance, it requires gratitude. It requires recognition of the sacredness of reciprocity, the infinite powers that give, sustain, and nourish our life. So for all of us in the northern realms, blessings for Marbon, the fall equinox, those you hold dear in your heart, and to our Mother Earth, and the teachings of her eternal wisdom that blesses the seasons for all of our life. So, since here we are, spring has sprung for us, I ask you to ask this question: where can you create a little more heaven and earth in your life? Where can you question? What forms of inquiry can you ask to do your greatest work? And since autumn has sprung, I ask you to ask these questions this week. They are the same questions. Where can you create a little more heaven and earth in your life? What questions can you ask that will inform your inquiry, and how can you open yourself up to this greatest work? Let's think about this. Close your eyes, tune into your heart center, maybe even put your hands at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Let's receive a breath and say to yourself with me, if it is your will, if it is your agreement to do so. Inhaling, I open my mind to the supreme understanding of the great work that is my time here upon our sacred Mother Earth. I open my vision to see my path that is the great work here on our divine Mother Earth. I listen with my inner voice as guidance for the great work that is our time here on our great Mother Earth. I open my heart to the profound love of the great work that is our time here upon our Mother Earth. I am energized by the power of the great work I am doing here and now upon our sacred Mother Earth. I align my emotions and energies to flow effortlessly with the great work that is our time now upon our sacred Mother Earth. And I honor my vehicle, my body, for enacting this great work at this time on our Mother Earth. If you have had a long dark winter, as we have here in the Southern Hemisphere, it is time to take a breath now and smell the first fragrance of spring. And if you have had a long wondrous summer, you can take a breath here now and smell the composting, that beautiful turning breath of autumn. For here we are at the equinox. For a short time, the nights and days are equal, and at last, in one realm, the light will overtake the dark, and the other, the dark, will overtake the light. Balance is the key for renewal upon this equinox, so use it, my friends. Use it wisely. For it is through the celebrations of their seasons that the deeper powers of human nature are realized. Abundant blessings to you upon your sacred path.